Karina Nash.
Hello, welcome to Let's Talk About It Tuesday with Karina Nash. Welcome, welcome, welcome. The beginning of March, the beginning of spring, at least we hope. And the beginning of, whenever spring shows up, it's like the beginning of something new, the beginning of something magical about to happen. So, we're going to talk about hypnosis and how hypnotherapy can help you with many of the things that you have challenges with. When I started with hypnosis, I was so excited going, why isn't everybody doing this? This helped me so much. Part of the reason is that people get scared of they're going to have mind control and those kinds of things. And please know from the bottom of my heart that what I'm gonna tell you is the gospel truth. Hypnosis does not support mind control, does not make you cluck like a chicken. Um, when the microwave beeps, it doesn't do those things, at least not for a long period of time anyway. It really can help you heal amazing things in your body, in your mind, in your soul, really. It connects you with so many different things. So, Ash and I are going to just take a few seconds to talk about what's going on. So, I'm going to talk about anxiety, and she's going to talk about quitting smoking and how quitting smoking using hypnosis, that's kind of the shortcut to getting that done. So, Ash, why don't you go ahead and talk about quitting smoking, how it helped you, how you still are a non-smoker as a result,
Yep,
which is
yep.
such a beautiful, as a mom, I'm so proud of you.
Right? So, and I am too, because it's 2 years now, 2.5 years, January 2nd,
Right.
2024, I believe, or five off the top of my head, four, I believe. Anyways, I have this app. So quitting smoking, I was a closet smoker. All right. So I worked in a clinic and I told everyone I quit smoking. And as a hypnotherapist who's helped people quit smoking, and then I started smoking again and became a closet smoker. And so I thought I was getting away with things until I realized that quitting smoking was hurting me, not anyone else. And when I realized, like, finding out, so what is the secret? Do you want to know what the secret is? That actually, like I said, I've read all these books like the Trance Works,
Yeah.
all these wonderful medical journals on what it is. But the truth of it is you have to raise your consciousness so that smoking is as disgusting as eating dog feces. Now, specifically in my practice, one thing that I have used and found that worked more than anything else was I would have to eat dog poop before lighting a cigarette. Now, if you are committed to that, you will quit smoking. Now, why does that work? And I will tell everyone my technique and my sales. I say, therapists, go ahead and use it. You can share it. It's not mine. It's everything to share because when I realized that for me to light a cigarette, I would have to eat dog poop to do it. That's where my consciousness was. But for the addict, for the person who loves to smoke, for that, they will find anything under the sun to get a cigarette, to make it work, to do all those things until you in your mind decide and commit to it. That is now the power of hypnosis. So, how does someone, for example, if I was working with a client, get to that awareness that cigarettes or whatever, vaping, whatever, is as disgusting as dog feces? Well, that's the power of hypnosis. That's the power of suggestion. And also, when you're dealing with cravings, when you're dealing with irritability, we also teach, like I specifically teach people how to hypnotize themselves. As Karina, my mom was saying, it is not mind control. In fact, if you learn how to hypnotize yourself, you will make it so that nobody can control you. Hypnosis is the vehicle. And so, just like any vehicle, how you use it will determine how successful you are. And so, I know that mom was going to talk about anxiety, which is a huge part as to the reason why people don't even want to try to quit smoking, don't even want to think about it, simply because they're so worried they'll fail. They're so worried. And so when you work on those blocks that will cause you to fail, that will make you feel like you fail, and you actually work on, no, I can do this. I remember one day in summer, a friend of mine was smoking, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go eat a little bit of chips. And I was like, I can eat chips, but I can't have cigarette. And I'm not saying eating chips is the solution, but I told myself what I could do and not what I couldn't do. And that's a lot of right there. That was self-hypnosis. It's like these little things, these little tips, these little tricks, as well as having a coach help you with it. But mom, for anxiety, what are some things that you have helped people to do with?
Well, anxiety is like it happens instantly. So it's and you don't want to be calling your therapist every time you have anxiety.
Right?
So otherwise you'd be on the phone. For me, when I started in 1992, back with hypnosis with my very good doctor friend, Dr. Durr, he's probably still practicing too. He was anyway. Uh, I would take his CDs at the time because I would go have a session. He would record the hypnosis session. I would listen to that CD in the morning and at night. And what I discovered was when I listened to that, I was literally programming my mind to before the anxiety started, I was giving myself tools on how to deal with it before it actually started. So it's kind of like pain. If you take a Tylenol, once the pain is at 100, it's really hard to manage that pain. So
Yeah.
if you take a Tylenol before, the pain hits 10, if it ever goes to 100, you're already on top of it. And this is the same thing with anxiety. Hypnosis really calms your mind down, allows you to put in place the different things that are going to support you. Like immediately, if you start to feel anxiety, taking a deep breath, letting it out, um, understanding that it's not real. Like that, what is going on isn't real. Like what is going on and what is the truth? So hypnosis really supports the subconscious mind to put in place those things that are going to support you so that you can actually make decisions easier.
Yeah.
I have, like I said, 1992 was the first time I was hypnotized. I was going through a murder trial at the time. It was scary, so scary. Not sure what was going on in my life, and hypnosis was the only thing that literally calmed me down to the point where I could raise my three kids. I could be in a relationship with my husband. I could support my brother as he's going some pretty horrific things. And so uh, starting before is always better. And it's the same thing with cigarettes. It's like
Yeah.
creating that safe space before you need it is always going to be optimum. And so in
Yeah.
hypnosis, we're going to teach you how to do this every day and in 5 minutes. Like you don't have to do for an hour and a half. No.
No.
You can
No.
do it for like 5 minutes and it's going to help. Seriously. So the month of March, it's about spring. So Ashley and I are working on some different packages and different appointments that you can book on our website, booking either one of us to help you with anxiety or quitting smoking. And like, I know the phone is really heavy, so we've made it an email, so that's easier.
Yeah.
So,
And text.
and then also a specialty too. So if you just reach out to us, let us know how we can help you because we're very committed to helping people in a world that is absolutely on fire, like on fire crazy. And
Yeah.
so it's like, so even right now, take a breath in through your nose, out through your mouth.
Yeah.
Another one. And allow your body to begin to relax. Anyway, this is what we're talking about on Tuesday is how to relax, how to get the most out of this lifetime that you can get. And I'm really excited to be on this journey with you. And I look forward to connecting with you next week. Bye for now. Thanks, Ash.
Hey, you're welcome.
And